Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Sabbath prep video. This video took place over the course of 3 days simply because Friday's Sabbath prep does not work for me. I work from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and despite the fact that I work at home, a lot of my job requires me to be at my desk, so I can't get up and just do this task or that task. So I tend to use like my breaks, my lunch break, anything like that to get these tasks done. But yeah, so here I am doing laundry. It is still dark outside. I believe this was before 6 a.m. And I tend to get up early simply because the earlier I get up, the more I can get done. That hour or so before I wake my son up, I can get so much done during that time. Laundry is one of those tasks that I'm just like, can it be done already? Can somebody else do it? I don't know who likes actually doing laundry, but I do not. I absolutely do not like doing laundry, especially because I have to do two people's laundry. Now, typically my son does help me do laundry, but since I was up early, I was like, you know what? Let me not wake him up. Let me go ahead and get this started. Now, this is after my son has already gotten on the bus and everything. I still have about an hour before I have to log into work after he gets on the bus. So I am going through and just cleaning because he left a huge mess. We were working on a puzzle. The puzzle was 500 pieces and it's 3D. Y'all, it was not working. It was absolutely not working. And I was like, no. And I'm a puzzle person. I love puzzles. But 3D puzzle, no. Because any which way that you turn the piece, it looks different. You see different things on it. It was just not happening. So this is my living room. My son has his desk. I have mine. I try to keep our desk clean. But when you have a 7-year-old, it's a work in progress. And my phone ran out of storage, so y'all didn't actually get to see what his desk looked like before I cleaned it. But yeah. Now, I will admit that my desk tends to become like a catch-all for not just my stuff, but also my son's stuff, because a lot of times I'll find his stuff on my desk. I'm going through all these papers. It's always papers. You tell the companies you want to go paperless, but then they still send you paper in the mail. Like, why? For why? It's paperless. Why? And look, he has his Legos. Like, he just builds me things and puts them on my desk. I appreciate it, but honey, the Legos go with all of your stuff. And now I know this seems like I'm doing a whole lot, and I am, simply because I'm that type of person that I cannot completely rest on the Sabbath if I'm constantly thinking about, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that. If I'm making a mental to-do list, that is not rest. That is absolutely not rest. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I need to get groceries. I need to vacuum. I need to clean this. I need to do laundry. I need to clean the kitchen. I need to wash the dishes. All these different things. That's not resting. If my brain is still thinking about all the things that I should be doing or making a to-do list, that's not resting, and that's defiling the Sabbath, and that's something that I do not want to do, which is why this takes place over 3 days. And sometimes it'll take like a whole week. Like, I will set aside specific chores to do on specific days, and each week is always different. Laundry is not always done on the same day. It really just depends on the week and all that we do. Now, this particular morning, I got up extremely early. I believe it was before 5 o'clock. And for one reason and one reason only, my hair. Okay. I had to wash my hair, and I had to do a hair mask, and then I had to twist my hair. So my hair in this part is very much so still wet. I like to let my hair air dry. I don't like to put heat on my hair. But I was like, you know what? I was going to wait until Friday to wash my hair, but I'm one of those people who's like, why put off for tomorrow, which you can do today? Also, I could have waited until Sunday, but that would have been one more thing on my mind, like, oh, this is what I need to do Sunday. This is what I need to do Sunday. And I hate doing that. I hate thinking like that. I hate thinking, okay, I have all these different things that I need to do on Sunday. And I hate waiting to do all those things on Sunday, because Sunday is kind of like, I don't want to say like an extended rest day, but I don't want to do a whole lot of things on Sunday since it's the beginning of the week. It's more so just prepping for the week, like getting the menu done. I do write out my menu every single week. That way I know what I'm getting from the grocery store. But it also helps because my son is always asking, what are we having for breakfast? What are we having for dinner? And now that he's at that age where he can read, I'm like, go look at the menu. It's up there for a reason. Go look at it. So my son is now up and he is doing his chores. He has a chore chart that's outside of the bedroom. And so he has a list of things that he has to do that are age appropriate in the morning. I also like getting up early because if I ran the dishwasher the night before, I like to clean out the dishwasher so I'm prepared for the day. Like, I get up every single morning, y'all. Every single morning, Monday through Friday, and prepare breakfast. Like, I know my son can eat breakfast at school and, it's free, but I prefer to make his breakfast simply because I like to make breakfast from scratch. I like to make all of our food from scratch. So I feel like if he eats breakfast at home, it is much, much healthier. Yes, I do put carpet freshener in the kitchen. I have 2 rugs in there, and I tend to vacuum the kitchen instead of like sweeping. I feel like the vacuum works better than a broom, and then I will tend to mop and all those things. This rug that I got that's on my carpet is extremely hard to vacuum. It is very thick, but feels really good on your feet. I absolutely love the rugs, but yeah, they're not easy to vacuum, like, at all. And notice I did not move this table. And that was something that I was just like, I regretted later, because then I did end up having to move the table to vacuum. There was food and stuff all on the floor. Like, Mamas, dads out there, y'all know how it is when you have children. They tend to miss their mouths, okay? They miss their mouths, they miss the plate, they miss all of that. So while my son is getting ready and while the oatmeal is cooling down, empty out the dishwasher. This is something I have to do every single morning. It's part of why I wake up early. The first reason I wake up early is because I want to get in time with Yah. I want to sit down in his presence, read the word, have him speak to me, pray. And then I start doing my domestic duties before my son gets up. Because once he gets up, it's kind of just like monitoring him to make sure that he goes through each and every task on his chart, because he will get sidetracked. Like, he's 7. He gets sidetracked by everything. Singing, his toothbrush that has a suction at the bottom of it. He likes to stick it to the counter, and I'll hear him in there. Like, y'all, let me know, for those of you that have young children. So Friday morning, I actually had time to go grocery shopping before work because I had a doctor's appointment. And I typically, if I have a doctor's appointment, I have it really early in the morning, and I take off the morning until 12:15, which is when my lunch starts. And then my lunch is 45 minutes. So I don't clock back into work until 1 p.m. So I was like, well, my doctor's appointment is at 8:15. Let me go ahead and go grocery shopping. That's one less thing that I have to do. One less thing that I have to think about doing on Sunday. When I tell y'all that I am a list girl, okay? I love lists, but I don't like making mental lists on the Sabbath. I will do everything. I don't care if I wear myself out, because I know that the Sabbath is coming and it's complete rest. I'm just resting in y'all. Like, y'all, I look so forward to the Sabbath each and every week, because that rest is needed. It is absolutely needed. Now, I'm a coffee girl, and I like my coffee hot, but I don't mind iced coffee. So one thing that I saw on Instagram, this woman that I follow, is that she brews her coffee, and then she makes it for the Sabbath, so she has an iced coffee. So while the coffee is over there, cooling down before I put it in a mason jar, I'm making some overnight oats, and of course, I make a mess because I can't not make a mess. And overnight oats are so quick to make. It's so good, so easy, and so filling. Typically for lunch on the Sabbath, I make like a small charcuterie board. Nothing fancy, y'all. Nothing fancy. Or I might have something left that I had left over from the night before. I don't mind eating food cold. Absolutely do not. But these overnight oats, bomb. Absolutely bomb. I would eat it every day, and there was a point in time that I did eat it every single day. Now let's talk about this bathroom. I had a dream recently where the bathroom, it was my bathroom, but it was absolutely disgusting. There were bugs everywhere. There was like mold on the ceiling. It was putrid. I don't know if it smelled, because I don't typically smell things in my dreams. All I know is it was disgusting. So, I deep cleaned this bathroom. Okay, my bathroom's not dirty, and I had already planned to clean my bathroom Friday morning, but that dream was like all the more motivation, like, hey, you need to clean. You need to clean. And let me tell y'all, the shower head makes cleaning the tub so much easier. It makes it so much easier just to clean it and then just rinse it. I don't have to get all down there and get the water. Like, y'all, annoying. Also, something that's annoying, I washed the shower curtain liner. I have one of those that you can put in the washing machine. I just put soap and laundry detergent and bleach in it, and it gets everything off of it. But putting the shower curtain up is very tedious. Taking it down, no problem. Putting it up, it's a whole nother beast. A Swiffer, y'all need one. I'm not the type that does like a mop in a bucket because I feel like that mop holds dirt and it holds like bacteria. I don't care if you put it in bleach. It holds things. And I don't like it to hold things. But the Swiffer, I could just use it, take it off, throw it away, put on a new one. And it cleans and it smells so good and it cleans very well. This is my new toy. Y'all, I have been looking high and low for them. I went to Walmart. I went to HEB to find one of these that has the flushable little pad thing because a toilet brush, just like a mop, is disgusting. I don't know how people just use a toilet brush, like you clean it and then just put it in the little thing. No, that's absolutely, no, absolutely not. So I washed my rugs and everything. I put them on air dry so I can, have them dry by the time I put them down. And yeah, but y'all, this is the end of Sabbath prep. And mama is tired. Praise Yah.